Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing playthrough of sort of the restart of Strategic Command World War II World at War. And of course we're playing as the Axis, and between Sicily and the mainland there is a train ferry. Oh, good to know. Okay, so there is a train ferry. So I do know that they both have both provinces on both sides, in Calabria down here and on Sicily there, near Messina, there would be railroads. And if we're just simply saying that IKB and I are having a multi-day ongoing conversation on this topic, people that are just hearing this right now, so that they both have railways in them and they both would connect. So it would just be, this province has railways, yes. This province has railways, yes. They connect, yes. So yeah, it just comes down to that. I don't know of a case. You can tell me of a case, maybe IKB, but I don't know of one, and I don't know that we need to find one, because I'm pretty sure there's a railway coming, like we see here, coming up and out of Singapore going into Malaya. Now this railway here is sort of the famous stuff that is in the movie Bridge on the River Kwai, that Japan does build a railway connecting up out of Malaya into the modern day Thailand, though they didn't build their bridges out of bamboo, at least not that I know of, but that's what they used in the movie. So this, to the best of my knowledge, is not a connection until sometime in 1942 or later. But there is a connection up through here. And so there is a bit of, that probably was just a bridge. I don't know. But I don't know, and we can come over here to America. Here, this is just a bridge here for automobiles. There is no railways. But I don't know if there's railways north here at the time in this province. In America versus the San Francisco province on the south side. So whether railway traffic could go across there, which pretty significant straight, quite honestly. And I guess we also have, I don't know if there's any railways going north-south here. But I don't know that there's any that are so significant. I'm trying to think. Coming around, I don't know that there's any that are so significant that we should make special rules for. Just, I think they should happen. Obviously, in the modern day sense, we have, the channel here. But fortunately, we don't have to think or worry on that, because that would be a, because if both sides are friendly held, you could obviously be running submarines or other things here and still running trains underneath it, but I wonder whether they would try to blow that up. Okay, well, the end of last episode, we basically came to the end of the Axis turn here, so we're going to watch the Allies' turn. You really want to end this? No, actually I don't. Let's see about... okay, we have, let's see what we can purchase for Germany. Thinking about mechanized. I want infantry weapons if we're going to do this, yes. Okay. Want some mechanized ready for there. And Italy, I think instead of, we have 150 there for Italy. Instead of building new units, what I think I want to do is reinforce. Well, let's see, advanced fighters. Yeah, we want to do that. We want advanced fighters because you're going to be facing off against the British. And let's improve our tanks. Move our headquarters unit there. My question is, do I want to send more units down to here? I don't think too much so. I should be sending them now if I was going to do that. Oh, I should have done this before last turn. Get these sort of switching over because I want the Army Corps facing down here. Well, we have 53. Got a couple of more points better. There we go. So, okay, yeah, now we want to end the turn. Okay, Poland surrenders. Germany plunders 186 MPP. Okay, yes, we will honor the pact. I'm pretty sure Germany occupies Western Poland. It'll keep the Soviets sweeter, meaning they won't want to invade so much. And we will also get 25 MPP per turn for trade. And we also get Danzig. British expeditionary forces arrive in France. Germany advised to garrison the Soviet frontier, at least ensure that we have 2 units within 6 hexes of Warsaw. Okay, and we're collecting MPP. Okay, calculating supplies. Oh shoot! Damn, 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 damn! I forgot to move the naval stuff. And I didn't make a save, did I? No, man. Oh, man. Oh, let's go back to this. Sorry. Sorry, you're getting to see. Yeah, come back. Damn, 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 damn. I forgot to do the naval stuff. Yeah, I forgot to do that. Well, see me screw up. Germany celebrates victory over Danzig, or Poland in return of Danzig. French morale suffers. Royal Navy occupies Irish ports. Axis raiders. Well, maybe this won't be as fatal as I'm thinking it will be, but... Okay, it wasn't as fatal as I thought it would be. Though I would have liked to sink that cruiser that ran into us, but okay. Oh man, I gotta remember to do that. Okay, proposal to deploy forces to serve in the Mediterranean. Yes, okay. Okay, we got 1 garrison unit that we built earlier. There we go. Now, because of that, I am going to now... Next, this is what I forgot. Okay, so you guys come up to here. Follow that path. And these guys are running in stealthy mode, so they're going slower. Yeah, come down to here. Now, come down to here, and these guys should have come down before last turn. Do that. Okay. Damn, messed that up. Okay, you raid out there. I think that gets everybody this time. Okay, now. Now you can't come ashore for some reason. I don't know why. You come up to there. Cut them off. you come to here. You go to there now. Can you? No, you still can't. I guess maybe there's now a port limit unloading or something. I don't know. We're gonna leave that just like that. Be ready to attack there. Now here. Okay, well, don't know why they're dug in so well. What we are going to do though is see about bombing them. Bombing them as well as attacking them to disrupt them somewhat. Okay, and what we're going to see about doing here, and I'm holding down the shift key to swap out those two units. So hopefully, yep, take them completely down. And I'm going to leave that open because again, well, I could, well, no, I could push him in there, I guess, but can't push in very well. And I would actually sort of, at this moment, because I'm not really ready to push on this other front down here, really rather keep sending more units into killing one core at a time. It's not the way to win the game, but it is a way to help out with that. Okay, so here. There's maybe some air units, but we should get, oh, we need to also upgrade that. Yeah, air interceptors. Hopefully our interceptors will deal with their interceptors. Hello, Rick. Good to see you. Okay. Oh, and they did well. Took a little damage. Yeah, 2 points total. Now, hit them hard. Boom. Ooh, that was hard. Okay, that did well. And then we're going to swap these two units around. And, no, didn't take them out, but we're going to try to take them out. Oh, they're shattered. Very good. Now I'm going to move these guys here to sort of occupy there. Keep that well occupied. I'm going to reinforce you, get you up to a good state. That is good. Okay, so we're holding down here pretty well. We've got them cut off. So as I get more of these units ashore, we're going to bombard, and also they're not going to be able to reinforce as we attack. That will be a good thing. Now, as Japan, we're going to build some more garrisons. Gotta make sure you remember to come. Oh no, I don't want infantry weapons. I just want to put. I'm used to that for other things. Yeah, I think 4 will do that well enough. Okay. Now, okay, so what we're done here, and this was my mistake before, I was moving them like this, but what you should do is click it a second time and get out to the orange hexes. The orange hexes are sort of force marched, because if we move it just to here, we'll still have good morale, good readiness, obviously no entrenchment for just moving, but you'll be in good state. If you move out here, your morale and your readiness will plummet, and it takes your action points, so you won't be able to move and then attack. If I move to here, then I can attack either one of these two provinces, or hexes, sorry. Jumping between games. But if I move here, sort of force march it, you won't be able to attack. But since I'm not planning on attacking, I'm just wanting to move. This works just fine. And so we can get across Europe, and that's sort of what's been delaying my Barbarossa as late as it has been. I'm not Barbarossa, sorry. Fall Gelb going after France. So we're getting these guys. These guys don't have an extended movement, at least not that I know of or can tell about. I want to move my army groups first to make sure they get the maximum movement distances available. Not worried about congestion. Yeah, you can come up this way because we want to also invade Denmark. These guys, they can move. Yeah, you can come to. Let's come out in the fields out there. Okay, so I also want to now grade you to advanced fighters. Rick, I played OB last night and it was freaking hard, yeah. You're very welcome, Rick. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, OOB, you sort of got to get the right rhythm down with things and understanding it. As with many games, just understanding it. I'm not saying it makes it easy because it should be, you know, reasonably challenging. Let's move you, get you out of bombing range. And you, I think we'll just be able to go after submarines. Okay, now I also want to look at, see if there's research as Germany I want to do. I also, well, want to build units, of course. We already have level 1 advanced fighters, but we're upgrading those. Want to do production technology for sure. I don't know. Let's see first about purchasing. Okay. Production. We'll have this airborne unit and one other airborne unit showing up. So I'll have 2 airborne divisions. Well, in March 15th, we'll have a tank unit of some sort. And we'll have that in January 40. So I think we're going to go for a second if we can afford it. Okay, yes, we can afford it, clearly. So we'll purchase that, and that will be showing up in March 25th. So at least the latter parts of, if not sort of at the beginning of fall going in there, we'll have that ready to go. Yeah, that burned most of my, and not that I can't squeeze something out, but I don't need to squeeze something out right now. Italy. Well, I think we're doing mostly the reinforcement game. Here, which is taking up most of our points. Japan. Yeah, we've built, we're gonna transport, so I think we're good with that. So, and we did again at the beginning of the turn, so but I'm still burned over messing up the naval warfare at the end of last turn. Okay, France may invade that province and mess that up, but I don't think it'll do anything more than that. And we have 2 divisions, or 2 units, not divisions, but 2 units within 6 hexes of Warsaw. Here we got the Slovaks and 1 garrison unit. That's holding down our east front, or eastern front, or whatever, with the Soviets. So that is good. So let's, yep, end the turn. Okay, British morale is boosted by decisive action to occupy Irish ports. Iman Dalavera protests. British occupation of Irish ports cause anger. U.S. Okay, getting a bunch more MPP. Very good. Yep, don't forget the Navy. No, we did that at the start of the turn. I'm going to try to remember to do it at the starts of the turn. We're going to be getting a bunch of forces up here in the north very soon, freed up, but they're not there yet. Referring to this guy pushing in. Okay, we're disrupting convoys. Very good. For me, the key is not how many MPP I'm taking them down every turn. To me, is trying to keep those submarines effective and alive as long as possible. So, 13 and 10. Okay, yes, communicates. Canal zone 300 miles. So basically, don't go nearer than that line of ships. Okay. Garrison units. Very good. Keep wanting to click on the unit. And we're going to put that one up there. Now these guys, we're going to put them on board ship. Yes, and then we're going to click on them here. And they're going to come ashore, and they're going to march up to there. Okay, but like I say, we're going to try to start out the turn now with dealing with this. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back to standard sort of mode, which expands their area of movement. Because they're not spending time under the water. Okay, we're going to come out to here, I guess, and then try to come down to here. I don't want to travel up and down the line because that's more likely to bump into somebody. Well, let's come out to there, maybe make sure I'm on the line there. Hopefully that won't bump into anybody, but hopefully cut that supply line off. There we go. So we're blocking that, and here we're going to... Okay, well now, see here we're facing rough seas, which may not do so well. So we're going to just stay put here, because I'm hoping there's nobody in range of this guy yet. But we'll move him next turn for sure. Okay, so that got the sea operations going. Now, here, yes, you can get ashore finally, the special forces guys. Okay, now, what we need to do is come here, click here. I think this is the best one, Naval Tactical. This is Naval Tactical, and I'm taking this since it has airplanes and bombs. It's mixed for it. Some aircraft will be on bomber, and some aircraft will be on caps. Where this is everything on fighter patrol, which I think is sort of standard. I'm not worried about enemy air attacking my carriers, so we're going over to bombing mode. And we're going to click over here and go on to bombing mode. So now we're going to bomb that, weaken them somewhat. Now, we're going to bomb, well, here. Not taking any units, but it's disrupting them, I believe. Okay, well, now that would at least take them down by one. And that now will take them down by, well, it ended up being two. Very good. So now we've hurt them, and they will have trouble reinforcing, which is a very good thing. Now let's bombard this unit. Good, that did very well. Okay, so we're going to again hit the shift key and swap those two out. And, yep, take it out entirely. But he was ready to sort of do the coup de grace if they survive. Since these guys didn't operate, we're going to turn them, we're going to make them into advanced fighters. So that this way, when they engage again with the Chinese, they'll do better, hopefully. Yeah, those aren't overly favorable terms. Let's move you closer because maybe we will strike. No. Nope, you're too far away. Here we go. Okay, we can strike from the port. Let's just try to mess with them a little bit. I wish there were railways in B-ice. I think there's something like railways with strategic redeploy, but that's about it. Yes. Well, Rick, IKB and I are working on plans to try to convince the Paradox people to add railways to Hearts of Iron 4. We're just working on plans. We haven't even talked to them about it or anything. So there's nothing, like nothing underway, nothing special. But we're developing a proposal on how railways would and should work for Hearts of Iron 4. Because I know that there are no real plans or convincing them of changing Hearts of Iron 3 at this point. And yes, they consider infrastructure to be a mix of roads and railways, and strategic redeploy is railway movement. But we're looking at something not quite as strict as this kind of stuff where you have to hit here, hit operate, spend a lot of MPP, which I don't like. I don't know that it should be free because then, I don't know. But, and I sort of understand some of the gameplay limitations. But yeah, I think it's a bit overpriced for what you're getting. Oh, no, we should move you into ships, and you can come down here and you land. Yes, okay, there you'll be helpful down there. Probably should have made, well, maybe should have done that earlier. Okay, and so we're good with that. Now we're going to continue shifting, and those are sort of the boring parts here. Shifting west. Ah, hey JP, good to have you back. Oh, Taco Bell, yes. Yes, well, I actually eat at Del Taco more because, well, they're actually right across the street from each other where I live, or nearby where I live. Same driving distance, obviously, across the street. But Del Taco, where I live, is 24 hours a day, and because of things, I'm often wanting to make that run at like 3 in the morning. So I go to Del Taco more, but I like Taco Bell too. They're both good, about the same to me. Okay, you guys come up to there. Again, I'm making sure that we're getting these units as close as we can. Okay, well, that's probably good enough. Hanover is fine. Want to leave some gaps for adding other units soon. Move my 4 commands. Yeah, I have mixed opinions on whether it's superior. I like some of the stuff better at Del Taco and some of the stuff maybe better at Taco Bell, but about the same in my opinion, but yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll reinforce that back up to 10. We're not doing anything this turn. You're already advanced fighters. Yeah, let's see about usefully closer. Okay. Now, yeah, you come up to there, you come to there, you come to here, and, yeah, you can come down to there. Let's reinforce that. We'll do some more reinforcement other things, but let's reinforce here. We're spreading this out a bit. And, well, move you down to here. Oh, I gotta remember. Forgot to move you before, I think. I know at least once I did. Okay, well. Yeah, I get the American heroes. Yeah, they used to call it the military channel, so it was even more military than what it is now. But you're right, they are what the History Channel used to be. No, if that's a game, no, I really don't know it at all. There was a TV series called Victory at Sea that was very good. We were talking earlier about, when you were away, the TV series World at War from the 70s. But there's also a Victory at Sea series, and I don't know if that's if you're talking about a sub-series of that with the Pacific, or if that's a game. I haven't heard of it. Lots of games out there, and even lots of stuff by, well, I've sort of thumbed through the Matrix catalog, but I don't really remember every detail of it. Okay, so these guys are all deployed. We've purchased, well, let's see, we can purchase some more stuff. So we've sort of done Italy up. Germany, what's coming here? So we need more air power. More aircraft. So, fighters. Advanced. More, yes. Okay, so that leaves us 100, so that's really not much to do anything effective with. Japan, yeah, well, you just have clicked over to it, yep. Okay, we have more of these guys coming. Interesting, yeah. Buggy's the problem. Small teams are not a problem, other than if they try to over-promise. Okay, hard, soft attack. I think I'd rather spend the extra 50, get more attack values. Want some armor for China. And I don't know that that's the best choice, but we're going with it because I like armor. Okay, so, and we've moved the Navy. We've done everything in the west, or in the east. We got moved to the west, most of the forces that will show up here. We're still in 39. Winter's coming very soon here. I don't know if we can really hit well in winter, so I think we're probably going to wait for spring weather for our invasion. Soviet Union invades Finland. Soviet aggression against Finland causes widespread anger in the West. Yep, not going to come in the winter. Winter effects seem to be a bit more dramatic here than for, I don't know, but it seems to be more of an absolute in some ways. Oh good, moved another unit there to kill. Oh, thank you for attacking. That really helped. Okay, we're disrupting their convoys. Very good. USSR expelled from the League of Nations following its attack on Finland. I didn't know that until this series. Did know this. Gone with the Wind is released in US cinemas. Very popular movie in 1939. 1939 is sort of the golden year for movies. There were so many, and I don't want to try to reel them off right now that would have won Oscars that didn't, just because there were so many in 39. Okay, so we've disrupted a bunch of convoys for getting there, producing there. Okay, and more garrisons, yes. Okay, there. A lot of garrison units. We'll put these up around Tokyo. That'll be close enough to get them to see, hopefully, just fine. And get them where they need to go. Okay, and again, we're going to remember to do this first. Here, now. I'm not going to, because they're going to be patrolling that red line this turn, I do believe. So we're going to come off the red line down to here. Yeah, and I think we'll be ready to try to move to somewhere else. And here, we're going to come, see if we can come here without bumping into anybody. And here, we're going to come out to here. And let's see if we can get down to here again without bumping into anybody. Campaigns you unlock in order of USA, Commonwealth, and Pacific Theater. They have been working hard on bug fixes for 2-Get Power. Recently started its first playthrough. Okay, cool. Yeah, 39. Okay, we moved you a little further south, a little further away from patrolling ships. These guys may get bumped into, we'll see. But I want to keep it up, but I want to keep moving them away. I want to keep Dusseldorf from being occupied because there's going to be an armor unit dropped right into that. Yeah. Okay, so we have that. These guys down here are getting better equipped. You can get to there, you can occupy there. There'll be more stuff added via events. Can we upgrade? Okay, we can upgrade these guys right now. So we're going to take this time and do that. In the last version of this series, we did actually a fairly good campaign of fighting off the British down here. So I'm looking forward to that again. And see if we can keep that fight up and going there for some time. I know it's probably, I presume, a lost cause, but still it's a distraction that hopefully will keep us going. No, I'm not going to do that, IKB. It's a good idea, but there will be an event that will show up a level 5 destroyer down here to represent the actual Italian fleet that was out here, though I think it was mostly based up here at Masawa. But it shows up here, so we'll have a level 5 destroyer come out, so we'll be able to do some raiding here. So I'm just afraid of losing ports and whatnot, and I need to really concentrate the Italian fleet on the Mediterranean. But it's a good idea. Yes, you're playing as the whole Axis. No, that's fine. In this game, the AI is the enemy. You play every aspect of your side. And the Axis are the Allies. The Allies include the Soviets once they once they get in. Okay, so now we're down here. First, we need to strike with some air power to weaken that. Let's strike again from this one. There we go. I don't mind the scratch back. Okay, they're down to 1. Now let's again hit shift and swap out and see if we can. No, not. We didn't take it. I know it was only with a 5, but I still have hope. Hello, Hakan. Yes, yes. You get the. You can see here, and sometimes I forget. Like when I'm clicked on Germany, I can also come down here if they have more, because they are limited about the overall size, but at times we'll be able to increase the size of the Slovak forces. And Hungary, Romania, Finland, Bulgaria will be added down here as puppet countries to Germany. Japan, I don't know if it gets a China maybe puppet, and maybe some other puppets. Italy has Italian East Africa, which we can't build any more cores right now. So it does have sort of sub-countries that you have complete control over, but like when you come down here, it limits, you know, that you can have a few garrisons that are on the Italian East Africa, you know, branch. And so you can do that with these other countries. So they're limited. And you get your sort of stuff based on the 3 main powers for that. And it's similar that for the allies. It's a similar sort of thing. This is Strategic Command World War II World at War version. This is a global version of it. There's also, which I have played, and I have a series on my channel as well. If any of you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Strategic Command World War II War in Europe, and that, as sort of the title is, it's a more detailed European map. I have a episode out, what's wrong with this game, and one of it is this map isn't detailed enough in my opinion. But the World at War version, I would say, is, and its focuses are World at War. I mean, not World at War. War in Europe version is, and it's focused obviously on Europe, and it includes North Africa here. You know, this whole North Africa thing, and it includes the, you know, Battle of Atlantic, but it's focused in on that. So if you want to play that as your primary game right now, that is a better game to buy. If you want to play it on a, you know, global scale, this, like I say, and you can look at the video where I critique this. Oh, and you know, the Strategic Command developers retweeted my tweet announcing my critique of their, you know, what's wrong with it episode, so that they're at least aware. I don't know if they've watched it all, but they're aware, and they were kind enough to retweet it to their followers on Twitter. So they probably understand some of my concerns, and they're nice enough to give me the game as well. So yeah, they understand, and there is at least one, if not 2 different, I think there may be 2 different, but one of them person who is making a more detailed map for this game. But this is a pretty good game. The one thing that this really has that Hearts of Iron 3 or 4 doesn't is a good AI. This is a challenging AI. Now, this is a turn-based game. Turns are every 2 weeks, so it's not, you know, sort of real-time strategy like Hearts of Iron. So that's part of the reason is the AI is easier to do on a turn-based game than it is on, you know, a real-time type game. So, okay, we're back to the Asian theater, and what we want to do here is put you on board boats, pay the transport cost, come up here, land, but you're going to, okay, now you're just going to come, okay, we're going to march you all the way over to here. You're going to come up and occupy there. We've got to occupy these cities, or the Soviets will start thinking we're weak and want to invade us. Join the allies and invade here. So, you're there. That's good. Now, put you on board boats. Yes, it costs MPP. Gotta get click on the ship. The Port Arthur. Get you inland here. Put you on ship. Yes. Sort of why Japan gets artificially more, because so much stuff goes on board ships. And you guys here, we are putting you on ships. And we're going to send you down here as part of the occupation force. Down here. We're going to move you. No, we're going to undo this. You were to, yeah, okay. Alright, we're going to move you up there. Can't attack because that was forced march, but we're going to force march you in Canton, and you're going to land there to garrison that. Okay, so we're garrisoning, we're freeing up real combat units, garrisoning our rears from partisan activities. Okay, like 1,000, yeah, that is part of it in game terms for the AI. And I know for Hearts of Iron 4 that during the development phase, before it was released, I think it was twice, but I know for sure it was at least once, they had made enough changes to the development of the game that the AI programmer just literally scrapped the AI entirely, because to try to fix and add levels onto the game, or onto the AI, it would have been less efficient for the AI to go through its processes, so they just scrapped it, went back down to 0, and rebuilt it again, just to keep it from, you know, adding more and more complexity to constantly run. Partisans, the main thing I'm aware of partisans, they sort of in essence blow up cities, in that they go from like supplying 6 MPP to potentially 0 till they rebuild. They may also spawn a actual partisan chip on the map. Not sure about that, but they'll definitely do partisan activities if you don't guard your rear areas in Manchuria and China well enough. So you want to watch that. Now I figure once we get China, and we are limited as Japan to this number here of garrison. We still have more we can build, but I think that ends our garrison ability until we get some minor powers that we could build garrisons for. So we trying to occupy all of this, as well as occupying down into other places, may become a problem, but we'll just have to deal with it then, you know, sort of the problems of success. So yeah, that's good. And I think we're going to not end the stream here. You guys hang loose on YouTube live, but we're going to end this episode here. So I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. Please post your comments, questions, suggestions, tips. Love hearing from you. See you next time for more historical gaming.